of a matrix. Determinant usually determines the nature of the matrix, and from there it decides the basic purpose of the matrix. What it means, it finds the number of solutions for the given linear equations. So determinants will help us to analyze the matrix, okay, and how to find the determinant. So in finding the determinants, different terms are get involved here, okay. Determinant, just have a look. Determinant, and then minor, and then cofactor, after that adjoint. See, you need to identify the terminology first, okay. Determinant, minor, cofactor, adjoint, okay. These four are four different words, but to find, see, these four are four different words, and these four will exist for every matrix, and one value, one item is dependent on the other actually, okay. What I am saying is, to find the minor we need to know determinant, and to find the cofactor we need to know minor, as well as to write the adjoint of the matrix we need to know about the cofactor, determinant, and everything. So for every matrix these four will exist, okay. So first of all we need to learn what is a determinant, what is a minor, what is a cofactor, what is the adjoint, okay. See, to find the determinant we need minor, to find the minor we need determinant. That means this determinant and minors are dependent on one another actually. What I am saying is, this determinant and minors are dependent on one another actually, and that's why at the end what will happen, to find the determinant and minor at a time we need to analyze, okay. For suppose, look at here. For example, I have a matrix, see, which is some 7 whose order is 1 by 1, okay. 7 is a single elemented matrix whose order is 1 by 1, since it has one row and one column. Then this 1 by 1 matrix determinant is simply that 7 only, okay. That is very easy, okay. And then determinant of this 1 by 1 matrix is 7 itself, and this determinant of 1 by 1 matrix helps us to find the determinant for 2 by 2 matrix, and that's why first I mentioned here, I mentioned this for 1 by 1, okay. And one more thing, we need to learn the notation, how to notate the determinant of a matrix. Notation: if A is a matrix, then its determinant is represented by, see, there are different ways usually, determinant of A or determinant of A, you will use like that, okay. See, determinant of A or determinant of A. For suppose, if that matrix A is something like 1 2 3 4, then we may use determinant of 1 2 3 4, or sometimes we may use determinant of the matrix 1 2 3 4, all are same. If A is a matrix 1 2 3 4, then usually we notate its determinant by det A or determinant of 1 2 3 4, or the determinant of the matrix 1 2 3 4. This is the notation. And for a 1 by 1 matrix, determinant is simply 7. So with this idea we need to enter into the second point, where we will find the determinant for a 2 by 2 matrix. So you just observe it as a point A. Just look there. So look at the matrix A is equals to 1 2 3 4. To find the determinant or to find the adjoint and everything, first of all we need to know about the minor. Minor is not meant for a matrix, minor is meant for an element, and minor of an element is simply nothing but the determinant of the matrix obtained by eliminating the corresponding row and corresponding column. See, I will give you an idea. See, minor of an element, you just look there. I will take element as well as minor. Okay. Element and minor I need to mention. See, what are the elements in the matrix? There are 4 elements here in the matrix, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the minor of the first element 1 is simply nothing but this is 1, right? You just leave this row, you just leave this column, then the remaining thing is 4. Then the determinant of that singleton element 4 is the minor of that one, and usually this is simply nothing but 4 itself. Is it right? Then what to say about the minor of 2? See, minor of 2, you just leave that row, you just leave that column, then this 3 is the remaining element, so the determinant of that 3 is the minor of 2. And whereas coming for the minor of 3, again you just leave this row and then this column, and 2 is there, so determinant of 2 is 2. And then what to say about 4? For 4 again, you just leave the row where that 4 located, you just leave the column where that 4 located, and pay your attention on this 1. So determinant of 1 will give us 1, and that is the minor. So at the end, what I am going to tell you is minor is for elements of the matrix. Minor is for elements of matrix. Okay? Right. And these minors are usually denoted by Mij. We know that the elements of the matrix are denoted by Aij. We call it as first row first element like A11, and this is first row second element A12, and this is second row first element first column, right, A21, and this is second row second column, so A22. Like that we notate the elements of the matrix. Based on that, see, the corresponding minors are mentioned as like Mij. Okay, and the next thing is cofactor. Cofactor of an element again. Cofactor of an element. Cofactor of an element is represented by like this Cij, and this Cij is defined as -1 to the power I plus j into Mij. What it is? -1 to the power I plus j into Mij. Just follow the definition. Here we have I and j, right? And then you need to add that I and j. Okay, -1 to the power of that I plus j is into Mij is the cofactor. So since these are the minors, and then here I need to write the cofactors. Cofactors are also meant for the elements itself. So just look there. This is the first element. Okay, what is its position? Its position is A11, first row first column, first row second column, second row first column, second row second column. These are the positions actually. Okay, so corresponding suffixes will happen for the minors also. You need to pay your attention on these suffixes 1 and 1. -1 to the power 1 plus 1 is 2. -1 square is plus. So you need to multiply this minor with this -1 to the power 1 plus 1 will give us the cofactor. So at the end here this answer is -1 to the power 1 plus 1 into this -4. This is plus again, so your answer is 4 itself. Whereas coming for this one, this is 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 is 3, an odd number. So -1 to the power 1 plus 2 is -3. So here the cofactor is -3. Whereas here again 2 and 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. So -1 to the power 3 is an odd number. Again you will get here -2. Okay. See, this minor you need to multiply with this -1 to the power I plus j. Whereas here it is 1 and here 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, an even number. So -1 power even number is 1 into 1 will give us 1. So just have a look for a 2 by 2 matrix we are dealing. Okay. And it is very helpful if you are dealing with the 3 by 3. And the next point I will give you everything for the 3 by 3 matrix again. Just have a look. See, I have a matrix A 1, 2, 3, 4. For that matrix 1, 2, 3, 4 there are 4 elements. And the positions of those 4 elements are like this: A11, A12, A21, A22. And these are the elements. And it is very clear that minors are nothing but the determinants obtained by eliminating the corresponding row and the column. See, if you are thinking about 1, you just leave that row, you just leave that column, the remaining 4 and its determinant is 4. So this 4 is called the minor of this one. And whereas coming to the cofactor, there is a perfect definition for the cofactor. See, cofactor of an element is simply defined by this logic, okay? -1 to the power I plus j into Mij. So that in the sense here the suffixes are 1 and 1. So -1 to the power 1 plus 1 into this minor 4. So this is what actually 1. See, pause to write. So plus 4 and 4 is the cofactor. Okay, just have a look. So this is the way of expressing minus and cofactors, right? So based on these cofactors, then we are able to give find out the determinant, as well as we are able to write the adjoint also. Okay, right? Can I erase this? See, these definition I will erase, and based on that table we will write different mm, values for the matrices. Just have a look once again. Okay, for example, this is the given matrix, right? So if anybody asks you the minor matrix of A, first of all I will give you that minor matrix of A. What is the minor matrix of A? And the next thing is, what is the cofactor matrix of A? And the next thing is adjoint matrix of A. Okay, here we found the minus for the elements and cofactors for the elements. By observing those minus of the elements and the cofactors of the elements, here we will write the minor matrix of A, cofactor matrix of A, and the adjoint matrix of A. Simply, minor matrix of A is just nothing but you need to write a matrix where these four elements have to be included, like this: 4, 3, 2, 1. There ends. See here, in the given matrix here, the first element is 1, its minor is 4. Second element is 2, its minor is 3. And for 3, the minor is 2. And for 4, the minor is 1. So this is the given matrix, and this 4 through T1 is the minor matrix of A, and it is obtained by taking the determinants in such a manner. Right, very good. Then coming to the cofactor matrix. So here we have the cofactors, right? So if you look at those elements in a matrix like 4, minus 3, minus 2, 1, and this is simply the cofactor matrix of A. And since this is the cofactor matrix of A, adjoint matrix of A. So adjoint matrix is simply nothing but, just observe it, here I am mentioning the definition. Adjoint matrix is nothing but transpose of cofactor matrix. What it is? Adjoint matrix is simply transpose of the cofactor matrix. Here it is the cofactor matrix and its transpose. Here the first row is 4 minus 3, so you need to write the first column as 4 minus 3. Here the second row is minus 2, 1, so here you need to write the second column as minus 2, 1, and this is the adjoint matrix. Just have a look. For the given matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, its adjoint is given by 4, 1, minus 2, 3, like this. Okay, these two elements are interchanged actually, 4 and 1, and these two elements are getting a minus sign here, opposite sign, minus 2, minus 3. See, this adjoint matrix helps us in many ways in finding the inverse as well as in solving the equations. Okay, so at the end, this adjoint matrix is very helpful in solving the equations, and these cofactor values are helpful in finding the determinants. I will mention that also again here. Just have a look first. See, for any matrix, okay, for example, I am taking here A. For any matrix, for each and every element, there is a chance to find out the minor, and there is a chance to write the cofactor. Using these minors, we will write the minor matrix of A, and using those cofactors, we will write the cofactor matrix of A, and its transpose is given by the adjoint matrix. Okay, and see, in the next classes we are going to discuss the benefits of this adjoint matrix and everything. But here I need to mention you the way of finding the determinant now. So finding determinant is simply nothing but, take any row, and then you just simply multiply the elements of that row which their corresponding cofactors and just add. That's the determinant. Okay, once again I am mentioning you, I will erase this. You just have a look. What is the minor matrix of A, cofactor matrix of A, and adjoint matrix of A, and then I am going to give you the definition of a determinant. Okay, right. For 2 by 2, 3 by 3 and everything, the basic definition of the determinant is simply determinant. Determinant of a matrix. Okay, determinant of a matrix is nothing but sum of products of elements of sum of products of elements of any row or column, any row or column with their corresponding cofactors. Just observe it. That's the basic definition of the determinant. Once again I will tell you, okay? Sum of products of elements of any row or column with their corresponding cofactors. So here, for suppose here our matrix is what, 2 by 2. For this 2 by 2 matrix, there are 2 rows and 2 columns. You just take any row or any column and then multiply those elements with their corresponding cofactors, add those results, it gives us what? Determinant of that matrix. That is mentioned as the determinant of that matrix. Okay? For suppose if you pay your attention on the first row, what is the first row? 1, 2. You just look there. See, this is 1, this is 2. What are their corresponding cofactors? See, 4 and minus 3. 4 and minus 3. You just multiply this 1 with 4. 1 with 4 is what? 1 with 4 is 4 and 2 with minus 3. You just multiply. 2 and minus 3 is minus 6. We need to add this 4 and then minus 6. Since we are adding this 4 and minus 6, the result is how much? Minus 2. That's the way of finding determinant. So determinant is simply nothing but take any row or any column and multiply with their corresponding cofactors. See, for example, if you look at another one. For suppose if you concentrate on this second column. What is the second column? 2, 4. Okay. So second, you just pay your attention on the elements of this second column. So this 2 and this 4 are the elements of this second column. Multiply this 2 with its cofactor. 2 into minus 3 plus multiply this 4 with its corresponding cofactor. 4 into 1. Again the result is minus 2. See, first row you multiply with the corresponding cofactors. Your answer is minus 2. Second column you just multiply with their corresponding cofactors. You are getting minus 2. You just try now by taking second row and multiply with their corresponding cofactors. Again you will get minus 2. Or you may take first column and multiply with their corresponding cofactors. Still you will get the same minus 2. That's why here I am mentioning that you need to take any row and any column. And after that you need to multiply those elements with their corresponding cofactors. Add all those things and that resultant is its determinant. Okay, so there are 4 ways here. Since the matrix is 2 by 2, there are 2 rows and 2 columns. So finally there are 4 ways to find the determinant, but one way is enough, right, to find the value. Just as a preliminary introduction, since we are learning about the determinant, so I just mentioned here all the possible ways to find the determinant. Okay, but at the end while solving the problem, just you follow with any one row or one column and that's enough to find its determinant value. Okay, just have a look. So this is the complete theory. See, practically it is very easy to find the determinants and then I will mention you the next point. Okay, right, just have a look. Just look at the board. So if we generalize it in 26C by taking a general matrix A, B, C, D. Okay, if I have a matrix A, B, C, D and these A, B, C, D are the elements and their corresponding minors are simply nothing but D, C, B, A, just as we discussed. By for A, just leave that row, leave that column and the element is D, so that's the minor. So these are the minors. Then to write the cofactors, we need to multiply every element with minus 1 to the power sum of the suffixes like row number in plus column number. So here it is first row, first column, so 1 plus 1. First row, second column, 1 plus 2. Second row, first column, 2 plus 1, like that. The basic definition of the cofactor. So these are the cofactor elements. And now if you write the cofactor matrix D minus C minus BA, this is the cofactor matrix. And if you write its transpose is the adjoint matrix and this is like that. And now this adjoint matrix is somewhat very helpful for us to solve the problems or to solve some type of situations. So just try to analyze how the adjoint matrix is there when compared with the given matrix A. See, since the given matrix is A, B, C, D and just if you look at the adjoint matrix, these two are interchanged. Okay, here A, here D, right? So these two gets interchanged. Whereas these two, if you look at these two elements, these two elements will get opposite sign, minus b minus a. Okay, these two are interchanged, these two are getting opposite signs. So this is the adjoint matrix. At the end, to write the adjoint matrix for a 2 by 2 matrix, so all this discussion is not needed, right? Directly you will write that adjoint by using this as a formula. Making this table is not needed, right? Okay, so leave writing this table every time. Okay, just try to write adjoint by this logic, right? And at the end, determinant. Determinant is simply nothing but you need to multiply any row with these corresponding cofactors. Here I am taking the first row, A, B. Okay, so if you multiply A with D, and it is AD, and if you multiply B with minus C, this is BC. So AD minus BC is the determinant. Thus, that is also you need to memorize directly. So AD minus BC is the determinant. At the end, with all this theory, okay, you just don't make this table every time. Okay, just if you need the adjoint, you just memorize this for logic, and if you need the determinant, you just memorize directly it as AD minus BC. At the end, the determinant of A, B, C, D is simply nothing but, this is the notation for the determinant, is simply nothing but A into D minus B into C. Okay, just look at there, the product of these two minus the product of these two. That's the simple task to write the determinant. Okay, without making the table, okay, multiplying row with the cofactors and leave everything. For suppose if you have the elements like this, 2, minus 4, 7 and 8, what you say about the determinant? Simply the determinant is nothing but, first you need to multiply these two, 2 and 8. 2 8 is 16, minus AD minus BC, right? Minus BC, minus 4 into 7 is minus 28, and 16 plus 28, what it is? 30, and then 44 is its determinant. And for suppose determinant of 3, 4, 5, 6, if you wish to find the determinant of 3, 4, 5, 6, first of all what you need to do? First of all you just multiply these two. 3 into 6 is 18, minus, you need to multiply these two. 4, 5 is 20, and 18 minus 20 is how much? Minus 2, and that's the determinant. So every time to write the determinant for a 2 by 2 matrix, you need to follow this as a formula. What is that? Determinant of A, B, C, D is equals to AD minus BC, AD minus BC. As well as adjoint is simply nothing but this D minus A minus D minus B minus CA. Okay, these two things you need to memorize, okay, to solve the problems. Okay, then just have a look. After that I will give you, so this is 26C, right? And after that in 27 I will take a 3 by 3 matrix and I will try to make it again a table, and from the table I will write its adjoint as well as I am going to find its determinant again. Just have a look. So I have the matrix B, a 3 by 3 matrix containing the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, just as we discussed in the previous case, if you try to make a table, okay, element, minor and then cofactor, element, minor and then cofactor. What are the elements? You just take those elements like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the elements. And for each and every element you need to write the minor. Minor is what? Minor is simply nothing but you need to find the determinant by eliminating the corresponding row and the corresponding column. So if this is 1, you just leave this row, you just leave this column, then the elements are this 5, 6, 8, 9. So determinant of 5, 6, 8, 9 is the minor. That determinant you need to find. Again, what is the minor for the element 2? Leave that row, leave that column. Take the remaining elements. Determinant of 4, 7, 6, 9. Then coming to 3, which is nothing but leaving that row and leave that column, this 4, 5, 7, 8. And the determinant of this 4, 5, 7, 8 is the minor of 3. Then what you say about the minor of 4? For 4, leave that row, leave that column, pay your attention on these, the remaining elements, 2, 3, 8, 9. Okay? And then what you say about the minor of 5? So for the minor of 5, okay, leave that row and leave that column. Okay, if the elements are 1, 3, 7, 9. Determinant of 1, 3, 7, 9. Then coming to 6, the determinant of leave that row, leave that column 1, 2, 7, 8. Then coming to the 7, okay. So again for 7, leave that column and leave that row, the elements are 2, 3, 5, 6. So the determinant of 2, 3, 5, 6 we need to take. See, up to 7 I mentioned you earlier. Similarly, you may write the determinants for 8 and 9 also to find the minors. That's the task. And what are the values of this 5, 6, 8, 9? I think, see, AD minus BC. 5 9s is 45, 6 8s is 48. This 45 minus 48 is minus 3. Just as we discussed in the previous case, determinant for the 4 elements A, B, C, D is simply nothing but AD minus BC. Here AD 4 9s is 36. 7 6 is 42. 36 minus 42. So this is equals to 36 minus 42, and that answer is nothing but minus 6. Again 4 5 7 8. 4 5 7 8 is nothing but 4 8s is 32 minus 35 minus 3. 2 9s is 18 minus 24 is minus 6. And here 9 1s is 9 minus 7 3s is 21. Okay, right. 9 minus 21. 9 minus 21 is simply, you may take it as minus 12. And then this is 1 into 8. 8 minus 14. 8 minus 14 is minus 6. And this is 12 minus 15, which is equals to minus 3. Similarly, we will write for 8 and 9 also. Okay. And actually, these are the minors. Then what you say about the cofactors? When coming to the cofactors, these minus you need to multiply with the minus 1 to the power, as the definition is minus 1 to the power I plus j into mij is the definition, right? So every element in the minor column, in the minor table, okay, you need to multiply with what? Minus 1 to the power I plus j. Okay, just look there. How can we multiply? Yeah, see, you just pay your attention on the positions. Okay, simply just look there. This is A11, this is A12, this is A13. First row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column, second row, first column, second row, second column, second row, third column, and then third row, first column, third row, second column, third row, third column. And now just look there. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is even number. 1 plus 2 is odd number. 1 plus 3 is even number. 2 plus 1 is odd number. 2 plus 2 is even number. 2 plus 3 is odd number. 3 plus 1 is even number. 3 plus 2 is odd number. 3 plus 3 is even number. So if you add this I and j, see, consecutively they are alternatively even and odd. Like this is even I plus j, here it is even, here it is odd, here it is even, here it is odd, and alternatively it is even and odd. So since alternatively it is even and odd, so if you write that minus 1 to the power I plus j, as we mentioned you, the definition of cofactor is nothing but minus 1 to the power I plus j into mij, right? So to follow this definition, we need to add I and j, and alternatively you will get even and odd in this position. Then alternatively you will get this value as 1 or minus 1. So simply directly you just write multiply alternatively. Okay. So at the end, so this is minus 3. Since this is even number, you need to multiply that minus 3 with plus sign, plus of minus 3. And here you need to take minus of minus 6. And then plus of minus 3. And then minus of minus 6. And then plus of minus 12. And then minus of minus 6. And then plus of minus 3. Like that we need to continue. Still two more, see, for 8 and 9 you need to write. And then plus of minus 3 is minus 3. Minus of minus 6 is 6. Plus of minus 3 is minus 3. Minus of minus 6 is 6. And this is minus 12. And this is 6. And this is minus 3. Like that we will write. So after having everything, there is a chance to write its cofactor matrix, right? Okay, I will give you, just look there. From this table, there is a chance to write cofactor matrix. Cofactor matrix is equals to, you just write all those elements, okay? Minus 3, 6, minus 3. Minus 3, 6, minus 3. And then 6 minus 12, no, no, for these three elements, okay, 6 minus 12 and 6, okay. After that, minus 3. So these two elements you won't find it here. You just find it and then write there. So this is the cofactor matrix. Since this is the cofactor matrix, its transpose is the adjoint matrix. Is it right? So since this is the cofactor matrix, if you wish to write the adjoint like this, adjoint matrix is equals to transpose of cofactor matrix. So you need to write this transpose of the cofactor matrix. Then there you will get that this first row will become minus 3, 6, minus 3. This second row will become 6, minus 12 and 6. This third row will become minus 3 and then two other elements which we need to find. So this is the cofactor matrix, this is the adjoint matrix from the table. And at the end, to find the determinant. See, that is, I mentioned you a definition here. The determinant is simply nothing but you need to multiply any row or any column which their corresponding cofactors. Okay, just have a look. I am erasing this. So this is the way of writing cofactor matrix as well as the transpose of that cofactor which is adjoint. Then to find the determinant. Okay, you are free to take any row or any column, right? So for that I am just taking the first row. So what are the elements of the first row? 1, 2, 3. And what are the corresponding cofactors? Minus 3, 6 and minus 3. So determinant is nothing but this first element 1 into its corresponding cofactor minus 3 plus second element 2 into its corresponding cofactor 6 plus third element 3 into its corresponding cofactor minus 3. There ends. You just take any row and then multiply with their corresponding cofactors. So minus 3, 6 2 6 12, minus 9 and at the end the determinant is 0. So the determinant of this matrix is 0 just by this logic. I am using the first row to find the determinant. You may use the second row and then try to find. Still you will get the 0. Okay. Or you may use the third row and then try to find. Again you will get the same value. Or otherwise you may use first column and then multiply with the corresponding cofactors. Again you will get the same answer. So while finding the determinant, while writing the determinant, you just take any row or any column and then multiply those elements with their corresponding cofactors. You will get its determinant value. And here the determinant value is what? 0. Okay. And then you just try to make this table and try to write the adjoint as well as try to find the what? Determinant using this technique. Okay. By taking any other matrix. Okay, you just take a 3 by 3 matrix of your own elements and then try to make this table, try to write adjoint matrix as well as you just find its determinant. So this is the basic definition of the determinant. But when coming to the problems, usually we will find the determinant simply. Okay, and in the next class I will give you all those ideas how to find the determinant in an easy manner for problems. Okay, this is the basic concept behind the determinant. And while solving the problem, simply we will find the determinant, okay? Without making all this table, without thinking about the rows and columns, directly we will find the determinant. And I will discuss that idea in the next class. Just have a look.